Hi. This is Currency C-Drama. We will review Chinese drama The Legend of Shen Li, Part 1. In the ancient years one evening there was a thunder and lightning. In order to escape from the marriage, Shen Li, the Blue King of the Heaven, did not hesitate to defy the Spirit Master. Many guards in the heaven wanted to forcefully bring him back to life. The enemy was outnumbered, and Shen Li was forced to poke a hole in the heaven. Then it flew out directly. Seeing that Shen Li was about to be unable to resist, Mo Fang hatched a plan and even hurt himself to send Shen Li out safely. The pursuers in heaven didn't understand it clearly and thought it was Mo Fang who had killed Shen Li, thinking that Shen Li's descent to earth would be unlucky. In the human world, in Qingshan City, the pursuers from heaven were looking for Shen Li based on where he landed. Shen Li was injured and the phoenix, in distress, was worse than a chicken. As expected, he was soon picked up by a rude farmer and sold as a pheasant with all the hair on his buttocks burned off. Late at night, Xingyan was painting in his study when he suddenly heard a loud noise in the sky. It was like a bolt from the blue. He shook his head and continued to immerse himself in painting. Early the next morning, Xingyan went out and happened to see Shen Li for sale in a bamboo basket at the market. He spent some money and bought it home. When Shen Li went down to the human world, not only did she lose all her spiritual power, she was obviously a phoenix, but was sold as a pheasant. She was bought home by Xingyan. First she was forced to bathe in a pond, and then she was forced to be fed. The pastries made by Yun were not bad, and Shen Li reluctantly ate a large plate. I had nothing to do and saw Xingyan painting quietly. I thought this person was a bit good-looking. Suddenly I heard Xingyan say hello and said that he was going out to sell himself, ginseng. The remaining goodwill was immediately shattered. Xingyan called Shen Li Kada and told him to take good care of the house when he went out. Shen Li was about to run away, but a little thief entered the house. Shen Li was curious and was about to see what happened when he was suddenly caught by a snail. The girl found out that she was caught preparing soup. Poor Shen Li had her hands and feet tied and was about to become a pawn when suddenly Xingyan came back. She finally saved her life. Shen Li finally stayed aside quietly and heard Xingyan reminding Snail Girl not to come again. I also want to treat the rag in my hand as a gift. Shen Li forced the Snail Girl away, and Shen Li immediately judged that Xingyan didn't understand the style and was very boring. 36 strategies. Walking is the best strategy. There is no nostalgia here. Shen Li was ready to run away from home, but she shook herself up a few times and still didn't fly. Xingyan came over with the food that had been prepared. Shen Li, who had run away, was at his location and asked Shen Li to come over for dinner. The hungry Shen Li could not resist the temptation of delicious food and actually stayed to eat with relish. After eating and drinking in the small courtyard and watching the sunrise and sunset with Xingyan, Shen Li fell asleep peacefully at night. I don't know how long it took. Xingyan put down his painting brush and walked out of the yard. He saw Shen Li sleeping peacefully under the moonlight. Xingyan casually took a stone and knocked it next to it, and the moonlight was blocked by the clear glow next to it. The seriously injured Shen Li ran away again, but this time he was not so lucky. He was once again regarded as a strange pheasant caught everywhere and almost became a delicacy in people's pots. Shen Li tried her best to escape from the clutches of the evil man. It rained heavily. Shen Li was soaked to the skin. She was so depressed. Shen Li was extremely frustrated when she got about being forced to get married when she returned to heaven. At that moment, Xingyan slowly walked towards her with an umbrella, and half of the umbrella covered Shen Li's head. Shen Li saw that this handsome scholar actually carried her home again.